Hey guys, this is Super Gamesbuster, and welcome to 12 Days of Good Games, a countdown to Christmas where I'll be talking about all the different games that I've been having fun with this year. I wanted to do something positive for the holidays, something simple to celebrate the fact that video games are supposed to be fun, no matter what their level of quality. As such, these games aren't in any particular order or anything like that. This is literally just me picking a game that I've been playing this year and rambling about it to you guys for 12 days in a row. If I happen to find an element of good game design in these games, I'll probably talk about it. But for the most part, this is just me sharing my opinions, and that's it. Having said that, let's begin. Now, Hyrule Warriors is a little weird to talk about, because honestly, I've never really been that big of a Zelda fan. When I was younger, I got Ocarina of Time, I beat it, then I tried Majora's Mask, and eventually I fell off the bandwagon. Aside from a few attempts at A Link to the Past and, some Zelda 2, I haven't actually played that much Zelda and haven't really been interested in it. Not that I have anything against the Zelda franchise, I've just never really been that interested in it myself. As such, when Hyrule Warriors came out, I didn't really know what to think of it. It was basically a big celebration of the Zelda franchise, so it definitely wasn't going to be something that appealed to me. My girlfriend's the big Zelda nerd, so she was the one that got the game. In fact, the very day that she got the game, I think I picked up Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3 just because it got me in the mood to play some Dynasty Warriors, and I didn't think that Hyrule Warriors was going to fit the bill, so I decided giant robots. Sure. The thing is, though, the moment I picked it up and started playing it with her, it completely took me in. The game completely took me in. I got completely absorbed into the game, just went through all the story mode, went through the adventure maps, unlocked all of the characters, all of the weapons, all of the upgrades. I got really absorbed into the game for a good few months, I want to say. Maybe 2 or 3 months, I just got really absorbed into it. And I think a big part of it is that the game is really friendly towards newcomers, despite what people think. When I played Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3, it's the third in an installment, so obviously it's not going to be very beginner-friendly. But the game didn't really explain itself very well, so I only had fun with it for a short amount of time. Hyrule Warriors, though, made an attempt to engage newcomers into not just the Zelda franchise, but the Dynasty Warriors gameplay as a whole. It had to cater to 2 different fandoms, and I thought it did a great job. In fact, some of the mechanics in Hyrule Warriors, I believe, were specifically just for Hyrule Warriors. They included the cutting the grass mechanic from all Zelda games, except in Hyrule Warriors, it actually can yield you a little bit of money, a little bit of hearts, and while that's the way it works in Zelda games, I don't believe that was ever a thing in other Dynasty Warriors games, so that was actually an interesting mechanic to incorporate into the series. Now, a lot of people might say, but SGB, it's a celebration of the Zelda franchise, how come you're enjoying it if you're not a big Zelda fan? Well, I think a big part of it is the fact that the story didn't really lose itself to the details. Which isn't a bad thing. I think almost all of the Zelda games have a story that basically loses itself in the details, and that's what a lot of people like. All of the details and the intrigue and the mystery behind all the different Zelda games. But Hyrule Warriors has a somewhat basic story that just kind of parodies most other Zelda games, complete with Sheik and everything and all that stuff. So I think in a way, it was kind of a fun little introduction to the Zelda franchise. So it's not just a celebration of the Zelda franchise and all that it's accomplished, it's also a great way to get newcomers into the game because the game itself is very friendly and catered to that. It's not just a celebration, it's also a gateway. And as someone who hasn't really been a big Zelda fan for a majority of his life, I can honestly say that playing Hyrule Warriors has made me change my mind about the franchise, and maybe I'll even play some of the older games later on. Who knows? Either way, it's a great game, and I've been having an astounding amount of fun with it. So if you haven't played it yet, I suggest you check it out.